Going. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. This is Monday, August the 21st, 2023. Welcome to the live show here on Stock Markets with Bruce, where we try to, explain the market in plain English. I have to make a quick announcement to my Gold Bagel members. Those of you who are at the just finished the Trade Alert show a few minutes ago. I made an error this morning right off the bat, and I want to clarify that immediately for any of you who are confused from the Gold Bagel member crowd. I made a mention that NVIDIA made an announcement that they were doing a bond offering, not NVIDIA. It was Nokia. Can't read. The readers, they're working, but I think the eyes behind the readers are not doing too well. I gotta stop reading headlines in a real hurry at 4:30 in the morning. I have to learn to reread these and double check. So any of you out there who are trying to find the information that I was asking about, I asked my Gold Bagel members, I can't find any announcement on this. I saw a headline. I'm sure I saw a headline about NVIDIA raising money. I just can't find the story. Well, there's a reason. There is no story. It's Nokia. Okay. I have no opinion on the Nokia. I don't follow the stock. I don't know their situation. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I can't help you there. Okay, but it's not NVIDIA. Fine. However, NVIDIA is up $10 today. See, this tipped me off too. I saw the stock go up $10, $11 this morning. I thought, oh wow, that bond thing is really good. No, it's just up $10, $11, NVIDIA, because they're coming up with their earnings this week, and the anticipation is building on just how strong their latest earnings quarter numbers are going to be. Those numbers. Nothing personal. That's all it is. So we'll have to wait for that. All right. Headline right here. I'm just seeing it right now. NVIDIA stock looks to snap losing streak as earnings optimism builds. That's the headline on NVIDIA that came out like a minute or two ago. Okay. What else is going on? The Dow is up 110 points. S&P is up 20, and the NASDAQ is up 97. It's approximately 1/3 of a percentage point gain for the Dow, 0.5% for the S&P, and 2/3 of a point for NASDAQ so far in the pre-market. Now, why are the markets higher? People might ask, and my answer to it simply is we've had 3 weeks of losses. We're way oversold. Certain issues have gone way too far down, and there are bargain hunters out there going, not on my watch. I'm moving in. I am picking off this stuff because, especially the long-term believers are going, you give me a sale like this, I'm taking advantage of it. And they were doing this on Friday already. This was already happening on Friday. We noticed bargain hunting showing up on some of our favorite stocks last Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and Friday. And now here we are again, a little higher. So that's the easy answer, a lazy man's answer to why is the market up? Well, there's more buyers than sellers. Oh, why are there more buyers? Because there were way too many sellers selling off stock or being forced out of trades they didn't want to be forced out of, and they're getting back in again. And here we go. We are up 115 on oil at 82.40. That is beyond overpriced. Oil is everywhere, and China doesn't need as much. So we'll see that if there's any correction there. On the spiders, we're up $1.50 this morning. We have a bit of a pop. Nothing crazy, but it is definitely in the right direction. Rocket Lab is up 8 cents. SoFi is up a dime. GameStop is ahead 12. Matterport kind of unchanged here. 23andMe might be up 3 cents. I'm not showing much else. Last I saw was a 4-cent drop on SmartRent. Nothing going on there. Apple up 84. Goldman's up 250. Cisco's up 18. Tesla was up nicely this morning, 629. There's some report out there, a positive talk on Tesla. I think Tesla also is a classic example of a way oversold stock. It got up all the way up to 299, which was too high. And it's come all the way down here to 215, which is too low. And now we're back to 221. We might be heading back to 230, 35, 40. Wouldn't surprise me, wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't be upset. That would be natural, but we'll see. ARC Innovations is up 60 cents. It was up 14 cents on Friday. Microsoft is ahead by $1.16, kind of quiet. Pfizer's up 4 cents. HPQ up 23 cents. Google up 31, dropped 235 on Friday. Amazon is up $1, was down 76 cents on Friday. NVIDIA, as I said, is now up 10.71 at $443.50. The low of 433, close of 433, pardon me, on Friday. Unity up 66 cents. AI, C3.ai Inc. up 54 on Friday, up 80 cents this morning, now 31.35. Improving definitely. Adobe up 312 this morning, lost 350 on Friday. It's now 511.25. Netflix is up 178 after being up 153 Friday. After all the shenaniganisms, we were down to the 398 range, closed at 404 on Friday. It's now 406 this morning. That's all I got. Spider, they're up 147 to be at 437.97, going for 438 now. And the triple Qs are up 207 today, 360.21. Now, speaking of SPY, triple Qs, index iron condors. A number of you have entered the world of the iron condor since my class number 16, which was released about 3 weeks ago or so. A number of you have picked up class number 16 on my website, which I appreciate. And a number of you have been letting me know how you're doing on your condors and how some days they're really working for you and some days they're really fighting you. And welcome to the world of the option market. I came up with a couple of thoughts over the weekend I wanted to bring to you as giving you more thoughts on what you could consider if you're going to do more condor trading, creating, and so on. For those of you who have condors on indexes or stocks, if you're coming up to the last couple of days on your condor, say, let's say it's Thursday of this week and this Friday you have options, you have all your condors expiring, or some of them. Some of them are stocks and some of them are indexes. And they're working, not working, you're not sure what to do, blah, blah, blah. The market has been really violent lately, obviously to the downside. What about to the upside? Here's a couple of tricks to sort of salvage a bad trade. If you're staring a loss in the face and you're not quite sure how to trade your way through it, one simple tactic to use is the classic rollover, where you let's say you've got Tesla iron condors. You could look to rolling your entire condor position from this Friday to next Friday or the Friday after that. The reason for that move, and this can be done on index options as well. You can go from tomorrow's expiry to Mondays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays or next week's expiry. The reason you're doing this move is because the further out you go with a new set of contracts, there's more time on each contract and there's more value. But I'm not suggesting that you roll your calls and your puts into next week at the same levels. I am talking about building the spread. The time value, the added value of those contracts going forward in time will allow you to move your contracts, roll them into a more comfortable position. So if you're running into a market that is dropping on you, and you've got puts that used to be out of the money, the market is here and you were down here, and now the market has come into here, you got to get those puts back down here again. Well, time will give you that. So you roll forward to next week's contracts, or 10 days out or 6 days out, whatever, check the option chain, buy back the put that is now in the money, and write a new put that is out of the money further down the road. The put that you're long, that's also gone up on you, which you're winning on, you will sell it and then acquire a new put lower in price, strike price, for the same amount of money or less going forward. That is a way to roll your condor without it costing you out of your pocket now, without the game ending. You can say to your brain will be at conflict with you because it'll say, oh, you lost money on the condor that dies tomorrow. And then the other half of the brain goes, yeah, you idiot, but you just moved into everything next week and you shifted and you're still in the game and you see what I'm saying? On the call side, if the market has dropped, okay, these are worthless anyway. So you're going to close them out on the Thursday and say, thank you very much. And now create the calls on the other side, down the road of the other side of the new puts you've just done. And again, there should be a credit created there because you're creating new calls further down in time that will have premium. And you should be bringing in capital that could theoretically compensate you to shift that put contract lower, even lower. You need range, and you need a new range because your market has gone from here, whether it's a stock or the index, to here. And your calls and puts were in the middle, but now they're not. Okay. And so now you have to shift them lower, but you'll go forward in time. So that was suggestion number one. Number two suggestion. You just finished a condor trade and you're looking to create a new condor trade. Okay. I was taking a look this morning at the spiders. Let me do the board. Okay. Let's do the board today. Right? Spiders, SPYs. Okay. Hope you can read that. Yeah. This morning I was looking at the spiders in this 437, 438 neighborhood. So let me just do 438 as a rough ballpark. Those of you who are watching me live, you know, it's changed and it's always changing. What I did was I went to our favorite little website that we like to use, that one called optionsprofitcalculator.com. It's the one that I talked about in my class. And what I did was I decided I would take a look at the idea of creating a condor that, even though it is today August 21, can you read that? Yeah, it's August 21. I decided to go forward to September the 8th. In other words, I wanted to write a condor that expires September the 8th. Now, don't freak out, okay? I'm not trying to talk to you about, oh, you should be in this condor for 2-3 weeks and before you make any money. No, I'm using this date on purpose because the credits available on contracts are much higher because of the time factor. And what I want to do is I want to close this condor out within the next week or so for a nice profit. I'm looking for actual shrinkage. All right. I know that many of you who like to write condors that expire tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, like in a day or 2 or 3, you're picking a range, short fuse, you're trying to roll over and move on. You're taking quick, short, small credits and doing multiples and trying to score quickly. Nothing wrong with that. It's as long as you're on top of it, fair enough. But here's something where you can write options that are way out of the money and will shrink naturally because they're, as each day goes by, they are so far out of the money with less and less time available, they will shrink out and it'll make you money no matter what. What I did was I wrote calls, or my example is the right calls and puts. So here we go. Calls, you write and you buy. All right. So 450s, 460s are the price here. 450s, 460s. This is the call that you would be writing, selling for a credit. This is the one you're buying. And you will bring in 124 approximately. As of this morning, I was looking at a $1.24 contract, and I was looking at an expenditure of 18 cents a contract. There's a nice credit there. And then on the puts, hopefully you can read all that. I can hardly read it. 405 and 415, 405s and 415s. So the 405s are purchased, are written for 116. Am I correct here? 105. Yeah, and then the 415s are purchased for 64 cents. All right, that's what we're talking about here. Am I doing this right? Yes, yes, I am. And there's a credit here. The total credit is $158, and that's the trick here. It's 158 per contract, all four combined. That's the credit coming in. Okay, CR. Now the risk factor is gross $1,000 because we're talking about a $10 spread from 450.60 or 405 to 415. All right, but this isn't going to last long. These contracts going in, you don't have to have a $10 spread. I'm just showing one. But in about 3 days from now, these both will be brought in, all right, as shrinkage continues. But first of all, you take the 158 from 1,000. The true actual risk is $842. That's actually what you're risking on a single condo, on one condo. If you're going to do 10 of these, you're risking $8,400 in theory to get in. Now, that's for September 8 expiry, and that's assuming the market is either lower than a 405 or higher than 460, and we're at 438 right now. And 1 point on SPY is 10 S&P 500 points. So if we're talking about from 438 to 460, we're talking 22 points. That's 220 points on the S&P 500 before you have a loss if you didn't do anything in the meantime. And obviously here on the 405 side, we're talking 23 points, 230 points if you didn't do anything between now and then. And you have so many moves you can make. All right. The whole point of this thingy here, let me show you, is in this example over here. I put this together and took some screenshots for you. This might look a little familiar to you. If you're a member of my channel and you took my class number 16, we were doing this in the entire lesson. There's the SPY at the very top up there, right there, and there's the put that we're buying, the 405. The one that we're writing is a 415. Then we took the call position. Here it is. We wrote the 450 call. We bought the 460 call. And then here's the summary right here. You can see the credit of 158. The maximum risk is 842. And the probability of profit is 77%. Here is the coveted green and red payoff chart to show you this whole thing. And you can see at the top here how high the upside can be at the end. At the far right hand side, way over here, is where it all ends. And you can see here at the bottom that the range just flares out right away, and it's right off the bat it flares out. Keep in mind that if you take a look at the top of this thing up here, the very top, you'll see on the far right the number 158 in green. That's the most you can make, is $158 on this particular trade if you don't do any adjustments. And if you go backwards, coming towards my schnoz here, right around September 3rd, 4th, you'll begin to notice 150s show up, 149s, 152s on the 5th or 6th of September. You'll note that before the end of these contracts, the maximum profit is quickly being approached. All right. As I've said, and as you are beginning to experience out there, a contract, an index contract that has this much time to it, September the 8th, will shrink out in value. These contracts will shrink in value, especially if they're way out of the money. Now, in an ideal world, if a week from today comes and goes, it's not the 21st of August, it's the 28th of August, a week from now. These here are coming up a week Friday, and there's Labor Day in there. Labor Day is the 4th of September. That's a lost day. There's only a 4-day trading week in this week of September the 8th. Okay, that's Friday the 8th of September. Monday the 4th is a holiday. So there's only 4 trading days on that week. And you'll see, you now understand, oh yeah, there's a whole day lost of no trades. That's shrinkage. That's another day of shrinkage. So 450 calls, 460 calls, with a week to go, not this much amount of time, but with a week less, with a market around this 440, 438 neighborhood, these calls are going to get whacked. Same with these puts at 405 and 415. They are way out of the market. And that's what you're looking for. What you're after is this 158 credit. Can you get to the point where this 158 credit is a 145 credit in your favor already? You are in a position where you could just close out the trade. You have nothing to make. You're not going to make any more money. From 145 to 58, yeah, it's $13. You're going to walk. If you have a week of time to go and you can take this off the table, 140, 145 bucks off the table, you're taking a hike. This $1,000 risk, in about 3-4 days from now, before the end of this week, you're going to sell off the 460 and buy a 455 for less than this, because this is going to zero quick. This 64-cent put is going down to 20 cents, 15 cents fast, which means you're going to move this into a 420. In other words, you're squeezing the call and the put on both sides of these written contracts down to the 5 level, which means your maximum risk is $500 and your net risk is now $342. You've taken $500 off the table. So you could make 158 or lose $342 max on this whole trade. And all you're looking for is this market going to fluctuate somewhere between 435, 430 and 440? Well, you're happy with less than 440 with a 450 written call, and with a 405 put. Yeah, you're happy. You're really happy. So there's an overall strategy to consider. Just something to think about going forward. Should you consider writing on stocks and on indexes? Contracts, iron contracts that are out there, iron condors, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, for one reason and one reason only. You want to be able to write a mega wide spread going in because of the volatility you've seen lately. And you want shrinkage to happen on all of your contracts sooner rather than later. And what you really want is, if you've written a 3-week condor, that in a week from now, a week and a half from now, those upper extremity calls and puts that you've put together are shrinking out to zero very quickly because they're so out to lunch. The thing to remember as well is the markets, as you know, can go up and down a lot. And so if SPY goes down 20 more points to 418, 415, you're in this neighborhood. Of course, you know these are going to be worth 1 or 2 pennies each. They're done for. There's no value there. These will have zero book value if we're still at 418. This will still have zero book value, but these puts will appreciate for a while and then depreciate as we lose time. But you have the opportunity in this next week and a half, if there's market movement going lower, to be ahead of this market instead of getting caught flat-footed and going, oh wow, in one day my puts went into the money in one day. I had no idea this was going to happen. No, you're going to stay ahead of the market and be on. All right, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, do let me know. Remember, it's 6 a.m. for me, so I'm trying to wake up. There you have it. There's a couple of thoughts for you. Rollovers can be done, and also positions like this where you can go much further out on Qs, SPYs, stocks, and decide, I like the idea, Bruce. I like your idea of iron condors. I really do, but I want to have more protection. I don't want to be sitting here with positions where I could be caught with a loss, and I've run out of time as well. I hate that. With a 438 SPY, we know we can be 438. Hopefully you'll see that. No, you can't see it. Sorry, folks. Sometimes I don't realize how much space I have. We know we can be as high as 448. But we can also be as low as 418 in SPY transactions in no time. This can happen quickly, but it would require hundreds and hundreds of points on the Dow and the S&P, something bigger than just daily trading has to be going on. Those of you who are doing iron condors, you are not occasional traders. You're looking to be asset managers. You're on top of these markets, and you're in touch with me often. We're keeping an eye on things. We have one-on-ones. We do, you're aware. You're also on the Discord page. You're on top of these moves constantly. And so you're not uninformed, and none of this comes as a surprise. Oh, your SPY's moved $6 and you had no idea. No, you have an idea. You're on top of this. And so if you have a wider range, you can make moves to protect yourself. That's the point. Okay. At the moment, we're up 0.61 on the NASDAQ, 0.38 on S&P, and 1/5 of a point on the Dow. That's what we have so far this morning. It's an up move, but it's not a catastrophic, oh my God, we're having the best day of all time. It is a tentative, cautious move higher. Is it a dead cat bounce? Maybe. Is it the first? Is this going to be a move where we just get a bit of a move up in the first 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Then we test it with a dip, and then we find out that the dip has nothing to it and we're on our way. Is that what's coming? We'll find out here in 33 minutes. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, there you go with the spiders. The Qs, the same thing. Stocks, same thing. Stocks will move far too much one way or the other, especially when companies are expected to do something humongous. The long-termers out there, you folks with a long-term game plan, if you're into GameStop shares, deep in the money call options, you're into AI, you're into Apple, Microsoft, name your favorite, and you're a call writer, you know the game. You know how markets go up, markets go down, but contracts depreciate. You know that game. If you're a cash secured put writer, you have the advantage of, I don't own the stock, I'm just wagering on it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for dips, and I'm going to move in on like AI, and I'm going to go from $35 put contracts to 30s. And I'll go further out in time, and I'll take a bunch of money off the table from these wacko investors. And I'm prepared to buy AI at 30, less a $10, $11 payoff. Yeah, I'll buy it for $19. No problem at all. I can sleep comfortably knowing I'm on the hook to buy AI at 19. I can live with myself if that were to happen. That's the best part about the options game when you're a writer. You can roll over and roll this position down the road. Take the added premium to protect yourself against a market that's moving against you. It's all right. It's all good. I know some of you out there have done really well in the last little while on your GameStops. You've said to me, Bruce, I wrote these 22s, I wrote the 25s, I wrote the 27, whatever you wrote, and you rolled over a long time ago. You did a rollover because the market had gone up on you, and you ended up writing way into 2024 and into early 2025 contracts. And in the last now month or so, boy, has GameStop ever come back to you. Here we are at $18.46 a share. And you're saying to me, well, should I keep this going, or should I do something else? If you've paid $10, $11 for a deep in the money call, months and months and months ago, these January 2025s, and you brought in, $3 on a 4-month contract, and then it went up to $5, $6. So you rolled into a $5, $6, $7 contract down the road, and it kept going higher, and you did another rollover. And now these have come back by half or 2/3, 3/4 of 75% of the value is lost. You're now sitting there going, well, should I just buy them back and get out of all this, or should I do another contract? Now, I say to you, look at your return on your money. What did you pay for these deep in the money calls when you got them? What's your average? It should be in your platform. How much money have you brought in on these deep in the money calls? Net to you. Where are you at on this? Are you ahead $4 a call on a $10 investment? Did you bring in $6, $7 now, a couple of times over on a $10 investment? Have you brought in 50, 60, 70% against the value of your call? And you could be in a position now to consider writing a 20 to a 22.50 call option again on GameStop for 2 or 3 or 4 months out, maybe January's. You might consider writing January 22.50s or 21.25s and bring in another maybe $3 more, bringing your net risk on your deep in the money calls from $8 to $5 or $6 to $3. Is there something wrong with this return on an annualized basis? I mean, anyone who doesn't know you, doesn't understand options, doesn't know, all the trials and tribulations one has to go through to be an option writer, to learn this trick about folding your arms and letting the market come your way. Someone looking just at your statement, your income statement, where you say, look, I bought these calls 8 months ago, a year ago, when Uncle Bruce started talking about poor man covered calls. I dumped my GameStop. I bought these and I wrote contracts and I bought more and I wrote contracts and I bought more. And I now have 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 deep in the money calls on GameStop. And my net actual cost on these is, $6.25 each net. They're worth how much right now? Well, the stock's at 18.40. They're worth 8.40 book value. They're probably trading at 9.5, something like that. And I'm into them for 6 something. And I have an opportunity, if I wish, to write another set of contracts against them now for like January, for example. Or I can write October's, I can write November's. But I'm thinking I might write January's and bring in, as much as I can, $2.50, $3 more. This individual is going to go, wait a minute, you can bring in $2.50 on a $6 something investment in your pocket, and you're asking me if this is a good idea or not? I mean, this person's going to go, what are you asking me? Come on, how greedy are you? I mean, that's 40% of the cost factor of your deep in the money calls. You didn't pay $22 a call and are getting $2 for them. You paid 8, 10, 12, depending on what the price of the contract was and the stock was at the time. And you've taken in dough, and you can take in dough again. I get it if you're thinking, well, Bruce, I love all that. I love you and you're a great guy. Wish you had more hair. But what I'd really rather do, buddy, is I'd like to get out of these and I want to go into an AI. One, I want action. I want a tighter spread on my bid-asks. I want a more active market. I want a bigger premium per dollar. Am I arguing? No, I'm not arguing with you at all. If you're comfortable making your move from one to another, you have to just be willing to accept the upside and downside of some kind of a move like that. GameStop goes up and down in price, so does AI, and it will always continue to do so. If you're comfortable moving out of $9 and $10 deep in the money calls, and you are patient to allow your calls to be taken from you, or you sell them, great. Fine. Then yeah, you might be doing it in stages over several days or weeks. The one negative about GameStop $10 deep in the money calls is that they're good until January 2025. You bought them on purpose for how cheap they were versus their actual book value, and you use it as an instrument to make money. If you can't liquidate them, use them as an instrument to make money. The time is actually your friend and your ally, because this is go time. This next 4, 6, and 8 months in time until spring 2024, May sort of thing, you can haul in another maybe $5, $6 a contract against those contracts, plus whatever you've made so far. And you can use all of that capital if you want to go into AI, if you'd like to do it that way. In other words, use your GameStop deep in the money calls as the weapon and the instrument to acquire deep in the money calls on what it is you truly want to get involved with, or use these calls to generate revenue to give you the capital to do iron condors on whatever it is you want to do iron condors on, or cash secured puts. Totally up to you. All right. You do not have to be the liquidator. You can be another 1 year writer of options on GameStop, taking in that dough and reallocating it to where you want it to go. And if the ultimate objective for some of you is to quit that damn day job, you wanted to eliminate your credit card debt, you wanted to pay off that old car loan, or you have an obligation to a relative, a friend, an institution you borrowed when times were tough, or for whatever reason, you need 15 grand to get it off 15 grand off your shoulders of debt, or 20 or 30. You can use GameStop to assist you in that objective. And with that objective met in the next 6 months, 8 months, year, or whatever, you are aware that my cost of living now has just gone down $800 a month or $500 a month or whatever. And that reduction in cost of living, and then quitting the day job and not commuting and not having perhaps daycare because one of you now is going to take care of the kids, you may find that your cost of living is $3,000 less all in. And there's the magic number that, yep, okay, we definitely can be, only one of us will be employed now, and I'm working from home. And we have enough capital coming in from option trading, and a lack of money going out from a lower cost of living. The magic shift has happened. We've gone to the other side. We're no longer full-time employees of anyone, and we're self-employed, and we're in charge of our own gig. Just thoughts. Your Uncle Bruce chatting away, ranting away. I hope you don't mind. Are you doing okay out there? Are you having fun? So much fun. Thank you all for being here, saying hi to everybody. Some of you are commenting and asking me about these iron condor trades. I want to engage you. I want you to think about this idea of if you're going to do iron condors on a consistent basis, but you want to lower your volatility against you that might come and nip you. You've got to have a wider range. Well, the one way to get a wider range between the calls that you create and the puts that you're doing is to take the time factor. Take time on your side and utilize it. And that allows you to bring a bigger credit in for further out contracts, which still gives you credit spreads, which is what we're talking about here. We're talking about using other people's money to pull this all off. So there you go. Okay. I'm glad to see the engagement happening, because your wheels are spinning. That's what I want you to do. I want you to, look at this, the website that we've talked about here, optionsprofitcalculator.com. Utilize their service for these condor trades. Put in some, theoretical trades. You know that the prices that you're using now are from Friday's close. They're not this morning's opening. You might wait another 20, 30 minutes, start using actual live numbers. More power to you. And you can figure out, oh, I see what he's saying. If I take September 8th iron condors or September 15 iron condors, wow, I can go $40 out of on the put side and 40 on the calls. I could have an $80 spread on SPYs. That's 800 S&P 500 points of spread. Is that enough for you? Will that calm your nerves? Would you be interested now in creating one of these condors, 5, 10 at a time? You may find that, like I said before, you may find that a month from now, you are in the middle of 4 different condors. You have condors expiring in a week that you created 2 weeks ago. You've got condors expiring in 10 days that you created a while ago. You've got condors expiring in 15 days, 20 days, 25 days. It's like every 3, 4, 5 days, you got another condor bunch coming up. It all depends on what can you write, how far can you write. It might be weeklies that you're into, and you'll then eventually shift them. And you'll get creative. But the time factor, the shrinkage is what we're after here. The shrinkage. And if these contracts that are so far out of the money become, instead of becoming $1 to $1.50 contracts, they become 20 to 40 cent contracts, and then 10 to 20 cent contracts, there's a credit in there that has come your way that might be 85% of the original amount that you created this whole thing at the beginning, the Condor. If the credit was $1.50 and you're now sitting on a 125, 130 win, you're in a position to say, I'm shutting this one down. This is great. This is a wonderful profit, and I'm shifting now into 2-3 week. I'm doing another one for 2-3 weeks. Here we go again, and I'm building more and building more. I'm writing more of these Condors per session. And eventually, you'll be doing 10 at a time, 15 at a time, 20 at a time. And if you're pulling out $1 profit on 20 contracts, that's $2,000. If you're doing on 40 contracts, that's $4,000. You're bringing in $1.25 on 40 contracts, that's $5,000. There comes a point in time where you will say, I don't need to work anymore. Oh, no. I'm not. I'm working part-time now. I'm working from home as a consultant to my business or to my employer. I'm only going to be consultant now, and I'm only giving them 20 hours a week, but I'm going to charge them for what I used to get paid 30 hours for, because they don't have to pay me benefits anymore. This is why contracting is much more lucrative. But you may find shockingly that, oh yeah, you thought you could get so much an hour being a consultant, and you do some homework and do some asking around before you make the jump, and you find out, my God, I'm getting ripped off being a full-time employee. I'm getting hosed. My net money to me for doing all this work after taxes and deductions and all this stuff, and forget all the other benefits. At the end of the day, I really only generate this much an hour for what I'm about. If I become a consultant and I only give this, I give this company 10 hours, like 40 hours a month. I give this company, I negotiate a 40-hour contract with you, a 60-hour contract, 100 hours a month with you, 25 hours a week. You may find you're getting triple the amount of money per hour, triple. Because the company is happy not having you as an employee. They don't want you as an employee. They just want you. You just want your company as a contractor. It's easy to cut ties. We have a special project that needs you for 3 months, and then we don't need you anymore. Beautiful. They don't have to hire you to fire you or lay you off. They can just do a contract with you, and it's great for you because you go, oh, okay, 3 months from now that ends, which means 3 months and 1 day later, I'm on a holiday for 2 weeks, or I'm taking a month off. And I got irons in the fire, but I'm not taking a new contract until the month after that because I now control my schedule. Oh, in the meantime, I'm trading my Condors and I'm doing my business and hanging out with Uncle B. Absolutely. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here. It's nice to see you. Hello from everybody. Luca, hello from Greece, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Ciao, everybody. Thank you for these thumbs up. 65, 64 of them, 62 of them. They're coming in. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Hope we're inspiring some of you to change your life forever. Congrats and welcome to the party, everybody. Great to have you here. And yeah, let's see what this week has in store for all of you guys. Jen and I are going to be in Europe in a couple of days. What can I say? Just got a question from my cousin saying, I can't ask my parents and I can't ask our grandparents these questions anymore. Is there any hereditary disease in our family? Do you ever get those questions from your relatives? Not that I know of. Oh no, not that I know of. No. I'm glad to help my buddy, my cousin. I can't wait to see him in Germany. I'm looking forward to catching up with him. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you for joining in today. We have an up day going so far, more or less. Is it incredibly up? No. We are tentative, and we're going to see how the first hour kind of comes and goes. Rocket Lab is up 7 cents. SoFi is up 7. GameStop is up 3. Over on Apple, we're still up 79 cents. Goldman up $1.17. That was up 2.50 this morning. We've got Cisco down 27 cents. It was up about 30, 40 cents this morning. Tesla still ahead, 544. Microsoft up 76. Alphabet down 37 cents, was up like 30, 40 cents earlier. Amazon is up 78. NVIDIA holding its own here, up 10.41. That's a good morning. Unity is up 29. AI is up 75 cents. The Adobe up 147. Netflix is down 9 cents. There's a lot of pre-market shenaniganism going on there. Spiders are up 87 cents, and the triple Qs are up 131. And that's what's going on at the moment. Of course, all weekend long, what was the dominant story? Well, it depends on where you live. If you live in Western Canada, the dominant story were the wildfires in Western Canada. If you live in the Northwest Territories, way north of Canada, Whitehorse has been evacuated, the entire capital city of Whitehorse. If you lived in California, you lived in Arizona, you lived in Nevada, guess what you were watching? You were watching a hurricane coming up the coast, turning into a tropical storm and dumping boatloads of rain. I can tell you without any question, every single Western Canadian is watching the satellites going, hey, bring that hurricane up here. Bring the rain from that tropical storm. Get it up here, because here in the West, we could really use a good dump of rain. British Columbia is desperate for rain, from anywhere. But that hurricane fizzles out now into a tropical storm, and it's getting caught in a jet stream, and it's going to do the old turn for Chicago and the East. Unfortunately, we don't think it's going to be able to move its way up north fast enough, far enough to help us out. We'll see. But I can tell you, there are parts of Canada that would kill for that moisture. That would just kill for that amount of moisture. Look, it's great that it's happening in certain areas of California that desperately need it. The problem with these scenarios, too much, too fast. That's the old adage. I'm happy for the Salton Sea. The Salton Sea that is just east of the Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta area, that inland locked in body of water has been getting saltier and saltier and saltier and saltier because it doesn't have enough water to sustain its size. The amount of water that's being dumped on the Salton Sea and surrounding areas that will now flow in there, huge benefit. Bring the salinization or something down would be nice. Yeah, increase the freshwater flow into the Salton Sea would be a good thing. Anyway, we're going to see all kinds of photos, hear all kinds of stories, hardship, tough times, too much water, flooding, and everything else. It is the way it is, and that's the way it goes. No question about it. Las Vegas, Phoenix, Arizona, generally speaking, Tucson, there will be flash flooding here and there. No question about it. But it wasn't like we didn't know it was coming. You all have heard for a week, this thing is coming. Have you folks noticed the hurricane activity in the Atlantic? Unbelievable. There's 3 of them right now, back to back to back. The question is, where are these things headed? And you can imagine the meteorologists are working 24/7 to try to keep track of these systems with the jet streams and everything else. Whew, what a season. What an incredible, wacky weather season we're having. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Yellowknife, not Whiter. Dean, thank you. I've got too much on my mind here. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. 84 today, says Coffee Kids Training. Yes, I have family in Yellowknife. Thankfully, they all got out okay, and that is good stuff. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, right? Yeah, got it. I think I got it. Welcome all. Beach Boy says, hey, Luca, next door, Greece, you know Israel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're not that far away, you know. I got a plan. Got a trip plan next year, says Luca. There you go. See, there you have it. All right, welcome all to the show. We're 10 minutes away from opening up the trades. or the day here. As we get closer to the opening, you're noticing the market tightening up a little bit. We're up 33 points on the Dow instead of 100. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 60 on NASDAQ. Oil still ahead 66 cents a barrel at the moment. That is what's going on. Getting ready to fire up the trading and see where we end up. The Tesla shares are holding right now at 221.05, up 556. And we've got our friends AI sitting here now at looks like 31.35, if I'm not mistaken. And it's nice to see the SoFi gained, what was it, up 11 cents on Friday, and it's up another 8 to 10 cents this morning, so it's a little better. We got a car alarm going off. Do you hear that in the background? This has been one of the noisiest Monday mornings. People are so stupid around here. I don't get it. Maybe someone's trying to break into a car. I don't know. Thankfully, we have underground heated parking, and we are safe in the winter, safe in the summer. We don't seem to have incidents. I'm going to, again, to recap, Jennifer and I are heading out of town tomorrow evening for the UK, and the show will start coming from the UK and then eventually from Germany and elsewhere. I'll try to keep you posted on my daily schedules as I know it. There will be the odd day where I won't be on the air because we are in effect on a bit of a holiday, but I love to do my work from anywhere I can. Those of you who want to have a one-on-one, and I know a number of you you've written to me privately and have asked me, would you be available when you're in Europe for a one-on-one? The answer is yes. There's no question I'll be available. The question is timing. If you're in North America, then I have to figure out the differential in time. If you're in Europe, it's going to be easier to kind of schedule to get together. But depending on the day and the time of day and whether the markets are open or not, that's the question. So, yeah, if you want to have a one-on-one with me to review your iron condor strategies or contract situations, ideas for rearranging your account, or something massive is happening in your life, familial, whatever, let me know, and I'll try to work this with you, and we'll kind of, I'll try to advise you and give you some ideas and some thoughts, and perhaps throw an idea your way you hadn't thought of, something new to consider, and away we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. And excuse me. There we go. Amy, we need a group travel with Bruce excursion. Let's all go to Europe. You see, that's what we got to do. See, one of these days we've got to charter our own jet. We've just got to charter one of these, maybe a really nice Gulfstream, can handle 15 of us at a time, and get 12 of you guys together, and we'll just grab a jet and we'll fly to Europe together and do a couple of stops here and there and enjoy ourselves. Who knows, and work our way back. Or we organize a larger group cruise, and a group getaway. We do a cruise, or we do a private jet flight over to the Mediterranean, and we do a group cruise on the Mediterranean, and we do a private jet back. I mean, hey, how well are you doing? If you could start cranking 100 iron condors at a time, and you're pulling in, 20 grand profit every week or two, maybe you can consider a nice little trip like this once in a while. Who knows? I'm just saying. Doing the best I can with what I have. Love to get together with you. Don't forget, October 21, Saturday. Jen and I will be doing a meet and greet, and we're working out the details. But it is most likely to be in New Jersey, in Secaucus, New Jersey, near the Meadowlands. And there's a hotel that used to be an Embassy Suites. It's now called Harmony Suites, something like that. We're looking to put something together in that area there, and I will let you know with more details as we get closer. Exactly where and what time and all the logistics, and we'll figure it out. But yeah, keep that in mind, third Friday or 21st day of October, meet and greet in the New York area for for us here with the channel. I'm really looking forward to it. Jen is really looking forward to it. She knows that her identity will be revealed. You'll be able to actually see her, meet her in person. And she doesn't mind the meet and greets. She loves them. She really likes them. And you'll know it's her when she starts talking to you. And you go, oh, that's the voice. Oh, those are the hands. Fantastic. Thank you all for being here. We are 4 minutes away from, it looks like Larry Titus hitting the bells for us. Looking forward to that. Thank you, Larry. If you're here, I think he is. Welcome one and all to the program. Welcome everyone to the hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations of this market. Hopefully we all have a wonderful day today, and you'll all be happy with the results. We'll see what gives. We're going now member only on the chat button here. Thank you, all of you who are lurking about. Those of you who are subscribing to this channel, I really appreciate it when you subscribe to us. Lets us know how we're doing, and we appreciate all the new subscribers coming in. Also, the new members coming into this channel, absolutely fabulous. Thank you for becoming a member, whether you're a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member or becoming a gold level bagel member of this channel. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for that. The memberships, the members of this channel keep the channel going, and we thank you so very much for supporting us. It's fabulous. This means we can this year travel to Europe again and broadcast from there, and looking forward to saying hi to you from various places across Europe. We'll try to pop up some photos for you and let you know what we're up to here and what it looks like and what we're seeing and witnessing and experiencing and all that good stuff. And it'll kind of go from there. We have 93 thumbs ups with 3 minutes to go. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the thumbs up button. If you can hit it right now, hit that thumbs up button right now before we go with market trading. Let's break the 100 barrier, maybe 110 barrier before the market even opens up. Thank you so much for hitting the thumbs ups for us. The YouTube people keep sending new people over here that have never heard of us. And they find out there's this guy who talks about the market in plain English. I can understand this guy. I understand what he's saying. This is interesting. And the more the merrier. The more people that find out about what we're doing and what we're about, the more participants, the better. We just get more viewpoints from more people as to what's happening and how it's happening. And it's fantastic. Great stuff. 102. There it is. Thank you, guys. You got us over 100 already. Fabulous. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, 102 and counting. And Larry, I think, is about to do what Larry Titus does so very well. He's going to hit the thumbs up button for us, get us running. Mr. Premium of the Option, good morning. And we're sick of rain. Where's our summer? I'm bringing it with me. Don't worry about summer in the UK. We have plenty of sunshine here. I'm bringing it over with the jet. And we'll flood Europe with all kinds of sunshine. Don't you worry about that. Dude, thumbs for you, Uncle B. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. There we go. Oh, yes. We're going to have fun this week. All kinds of stuff to watch. The Republican debate's coming up this week with you-know-who not showing up. I think his lawyers are relieved that he's not showing up. But I got to say... you want to have an interview with someone else on Fox, those have to be softball questions, because if he's asked any kind of questions about his legal stuff, he's in trouble. Everything he says could be recorded and used against him in a court of law. What a mess. What a way to run for president. Larry, thank you, my friend. I appreciate this. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. We're open now, kids. We're up and running. We're starting to trade. And we're now going to see just what this market is made of this morning. Do we have a real humdinger of an opening going? Is it going to be a kind of a tentative opening, a dip, and then a run? What do we got? We're going to find out just how much conviction is behind this opening this morning. The market is oversold. I'm not sugarcoating this. We are way technically oversold here on a number of factors, indexes and sub indexes and certain segments and certain stocks in particular. There's no ifs, ands, or doubts about that. The question is, when is the oversold scenario so over the top that you can't help but have a snap rally for a week? Will this market just be a break even all week long? Is this market going to be a breakout? We have Jackson Hole coming up. We got the Republican debates coming up. We got all kinds of clown show stuff going on in Washington and everywhere else. I don't know. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to 2023. What I saw happen in the 70s, I thought that was Looney Tunes. I mean, I'm a young guy going into the 70s. I'm an adult coming out of the 70s. And I witnessed crap that my father said. I've never seen anything like this myself in his entire adult life. He never saw what happened in the 70s either. And then the 80s got even sillier. And of course, the last 20 years have been nothing but a barrel of laughs. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I was watching not HBO. I was just watching TV. Can't remember where I saw this on. But you might remember those movies, The Big Short, the one about the housing crisis. Great movie with Steve Carell and others. Fantastic. I watched that this past weekend. And then I watched another movie all about the meltdown it was more of a docu type movie, not a movie with actors, but interviews with real people. I think Matt Damon is the narrator of the movie. I can't remember what it was called. Was it Insiders or anyway, great explanation of the meltdown and how it how it happened, how it came up to the meltdown, and then the meltdown and thereafter. Really good movie. If you ever want to understand how that worked, and then you see the cast of characters that were involved with Ronald Reagan and with George Bush, and then Clinton, and then Bush the Jr. and Obama eventually. To see the same insiders from Wall Street take over the SEC, take over Treasury, take over the Fed. I mean, they're running it. These guys were running this stuff, and they were holding back regulators from being able to regulate derivatives and everything else. And the blow up that took place, the $5 trillion of retirement savings, people's pensions, home values, the 10 million unemployed, the foreclosure crisis, absolute disaster. And it was all orchestrated by advice from Wall Street. It just blew up in their face. And the same characters are still in charge. And Gensler at the SEC, useless, just creating nothing but heartache all over the place. Unbelievable. Just no end to it. And the side deals, these payoffs that these guys were getting, the tax breaks that they negotiated themselves, how they convinced Congress to give them the farm, and then how they turned around and hired a whole bunch of these congressmen and senators in all these juicy corporate positions. The hundreds of millions, if not billions, handed to these people. And we're the crooks. It's unbelievable how the public is called the crook, and it's the public, the small guy, that got destroyed. It's unbelievable. And the games continue to this day, and this is why you have to take control of your future, man. You cannot count on these guys to look after you. They're looking after themselves. And you cannot let them dominate your life. You have to be in charge of your own existence. I'm telling you. Thank you all for joining me here. Dude is saying that Trumpster is going on Tucker Carlson's show instead of the debate. Bagel Babe, I love The Big Short and rewatch every year at least once. The balls of steel those guys had, says Bagel Babe. Exactly. Flint Creek, watch the Depot Herd series. Made me angry and sad. Money and fame are toxic for some. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, the crap that went on. The Dow at the moment is up 59 points. We're 5-6 minutes in, and we're looking at about a 59-point gain, I think. let me get a refresh on the markets, and let's see what my big ass iPad has to say. Spiders, the SPYs are up $1.83, about 0.42 of a percentage point. So it is a positive start. We'll just see how much there is to it. We've got the Dow 51. We got S&P up 19.6, and we have NASDAQ up 96 points. That's 0.75 of a percentage point. That's an improvement over the pre-market. We're up almost a half a point on S&P. We're up only 0.16 on the Dow. The Dow is lagging what it was doing earlier, but it is slipping a little higher at the moment. Oil up 61 cents a barrel at the moment. All right, there you go. There's the story. Welcome one. Welcome all to the party. Triple Qs are up 274. GameStop is up 6 cents. SoFi seems to be unchanged. Apple up 34. Netflix ahead by 26 cents. AI is up 50 to 31.05. That stock a week ago was as low as 29.40 roughly. So we've broken out of that 29 range, now back into this almost 31 neighborhood. Nvidia is up $17. Nice move here, pushing $450 a share. The shares on the 18th, which would have been Friday, 419, and now 449. A huge run up. But August 15th, 6 days ago, 447. So we're just back to where it was, kind of back to where it was. Now, back in July 28th, 470. So we're still down from that point in time. But hey, 475 July 18th, and now 448. That's pretty close to the highs. It's doing all right. 480, the all-time high. 1.1 trillion valuation, and the company is really running. The earnings will come out shortly, and we'll find if the street likes it, hates it. What will the company say about its future? Every syllable is going to be hung on, and there will be volatility, massive on that particular stock. Tesla is up 7.25, 222.75, way oversold. Rocket Lab is up 7 cents to 5.92. Let's go Rocket Lab. Let's go through 6. Matterport is up 4 cents. Smart Rent down a penny. We've got Unity up 13, Google up 73, Moderna up 195, pardon me. Cisco up 71 now, 55.75. Pfizer up a nickel. IBM was up 45 cents. HPQ up 16 cents. Microsoft is ahead, 2.28. We've got ME at 118, a little better there. Not much going on. Amazon up 77 cents. Spires at 65. Home Depot down 23. Vanik is up 196. Adobe up 740 this morning. Goldman was up $2 this morning. It's now down 21 cents this morning. Make that 52 cents at the moment. Boeing down 33. Meta up 415. Target down 37. JP Morgan's ahead by 61 cents. Costco down 215, but this is just some profit taking from a good week last week. Walmart up a penny. Disney up 19 cents at $86 a share. How many Floridians and Southern Californians have been affected negatively by DeSantis and his antics? And he's trying to make this all go away now. Disney will never forget or forgive. And there are hundreds of thousands of Floridians who have been wiped out or badly hurt financially, because this was once a $150 stock, and they have been taken to the cleaners by this moron. It's going to be fun watching what happens to him. American down up a penny. DraftKings up a nickel. Politically, it's just insane over there. I see headlines of fifth grade teachers are petrified about losing their jobs from zealous parents and what they say to their children in these classrooms. What the hell is going on? Parents are idiots. I don't know what they're doing with their kids. They're idiots. I used to be one. I'm a parent. I know. I'm an idiot. Leave the teaching to the teachers who have a degree in teaching. Get the hell out of the classroom. It just blows my mind. And parents trying to influence librarians. Are you out of your mind? You know how smart those people are? You're a moron compared to those people. It's ridiculous what's going on in the USA. Absolutely ludicrous. Unqualified, uneducated idiots trying to take over institutions where we bring the best of the best in, is it any wonder a lot of people don't want to be a teacher anymore? Why would I be a teacher? First, you don't pay, and now you're telling me what to think and what to say. No, no, no. I just ugh. We're on the outside looking in, going, really? Is this what America's doing? Is this what it's about? What? I thought the Nazis were a lot of fun. This is kind of getting crazy. Really silly. I love Bill Barr. You love Bill Barr, the comedian? I think we need Bill Barr to be the moderator of these school board meetings. I think that'll straighten everything out real fast. Bring in Lewis. What's it? Lewis Black? Bring him in. Let's clear this up right now. All right. I kind of wish that. Somebody. What's his name? Oh gosh, it'll come to me. Another comedian was still alive. He used to scream. We need him to wake these people up and get them out of there. I don't know. Just it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Here we go. Sell my house. Nobody wants it, and nobody will go see the new fake Snow White movie. Disney sucks. There you go. It's nuts. It's nuts. Oh my gosh. What's his name, Bruce? What's his name? Can't remember. When the pressure's on, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Sam Kinison. Thank you, Bobby. That's all I needed. We need Sam Kinison to run these school board meetings and to also moderate political discussions. I think if we're going to have a Republican debate, we need Sam Kinison as the moderator and Bill Barr as a moderator. That'll straighten things out. That'll wake these morons up. These goody two-shoe people who think they're so above the rest of us with their morals. They don't have any morals. They're idiots. They're absolute morons. Unbelievable. I just can't get over how stupid we are with regard to where we were when we were kids. Now, I'm 68 almost, and I think about what I was like when I was 20, 25, and I thought, never in my adult life will this world be as dumb as it is now. It's worse. It's dumber than it was in the 70s. Oh, it's unbelievable. It's just, I love Bill Barr a lot. There you go. Flint Creek saw Sam live. Absolutely hilarious. Have a good day, y'all. Bruce, are you tomorrow on the air already traveling? I will be on the air tomorrow. I'll be on the air. Bob, your wife says I go 0 to 100 instantly. First of all, I idle at 70. Okay. I'm just, yeah, I tell you, I have to admit the other day, Jen and I were in the car the other day, and we were heading to we were trying to get into a restaurant parking lot, and we're on a major road, and there's a pickup truck right on my butt, and I turn right to go into this little side street to go to this restaurant, and he's behind me. And then I have to make I go barely 150 feet. I have to make a right-hand turn into the restaurant's parking lot to park my car. And the quirky thing about Calgary is that this little side street is a dead end. And if you want to go through the dead end to the other side, you have to go through this restaurant's parking lot. You go in and then you come out the back and you can continue on your way. It's not actually legal to do so, but this pickup truck is going to do this. Anyway, I come up to the entry into the restaurant, and there's a car backing out of a parking spot right at the front of the restaurant, backing out to go along. And I can't go in because this car is backing out. This moron behind me starts honking the horn. First, I can't go anywhere. And he's upset about how long it's taking. This is like 20 seconds of our lives. And all I'm going to do is pull into the spot, and then the truck can go where you want. I lost it. I became Bill Barr. I turned around just inside the car, kept the windows closed. I said, shut the hell up. Jen is looking at me going, oh God, he's under stress. It's just under the surface. She's thinking to herself, those viewers are getting to him. Those viewers are getting to him, and he's frustrated for them, and he's bubbling over. He's going to blow. I said, it's all right. It's all right. I'm okay now. The car moved out. We moved in. The truck went through the lot illegally and went on his way. And I'm sure he was, you people with your cars. Oh, yeah. Did the bell ring yet? 15 minutes ago. He's ranting. He's out of control. Oh, my gosh. We're up 8 on the Dow. That's all. We have a very tentative open, as I kind of mentioned. It might be tentative. Right at the moment, we're down 13 on the Dow. We're going to see if there's any wave of desperate selling lurking beneath the surface that's going to show up. I don't personally think so. I think the selling has been overcooked and was taken care of by last Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think we just gyrated. It just turned over. We didn't do anything. And I think the market is poised for a bit of a pop. We're not going to go up 2,000 points to all-time record highs. We're just going to have a better, positive, long-term thinkers are buying into this market on the dip. This is a dip that they're coming into, but we're going to have to tolerate 100-point swings or more on the Dow and on the NASDAQ. The S&P won't be as wild. It's 500 stocks. The Dow is 30. Yes, the NASDAQ is 100. NVIDIA could make the NASDAQ pop 500 points or drop 500 points with all of its hangers on. It's like a giant whale with all these little fish attached to it. And there might be a sudden woo kind of a market. But it'll all calm down because at the end of the day, AI isn't going anywhere. It's only going to become part of our lives, more of our lives in everything we do and we're involved in. It's going to be involved in every aspect of our lives, right down to our kids' toys, to adult toys, to gaming systems, to office software, corporate software, higher corporation, industrial applications, logistics operations, everything. And it's been ongoing already. Computers have already helped so much of the mundane crap get done. And why do you think you can trade options using this? Artificial intelligence. It's 20 years on. We're already into it. Why are platforms even existing? AI. That's why. How easy is it to create an iron condor? Easy. AI. And it's going to get better, smarter, all this stuff. All right. There you go. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the Sam Kinison Remembrance Show. Welcome to the Bill Barr Hangout. If you haven't seen Bill Barr yet, you might want to watch some of these YouTube clips that are out there with Bill Barr. You'll start feeling a little queasy and go, oh, I'm just like this guy. I think like this guy thinks. Actually, that's right. I know someone that's like that. You're just, it's politically incorrect in a way. You certainly don't go walking down the street bragging about it, but you listen to this guy and you kind of, well, that makes sense. Well, yeah, but I can't say it that way, but he can. Okay, fair enough. It's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Good to let it go. Lame Duck, Road Rage, Uncle Bruce. Wait, that might have been me behind you. Lord of Flaws, Sam Kinison. Absolutely, Sam Kinison. God, I miss him. Although I have to admit, I really enjoyed the first year that Sam Kinison was discovered because he was still poor. He was hungry. He couldn't afford the drugs yet. He could afford moderate amounts of dope, but by the time he became very successful, it really got the worst of him. I don't know if he would have lived much longer naturally. I have no idea, but if you've ever seen the first ever time he was on national television, it was a David Letterman show, late night on NBC. He was introduced by David Letterman, and he comes out to the audience and just blew America away. I mean, this was a late night show. So the college crowd got Sam Kinison in their face in 1991. I can't remember the actual year. And then he came on a week later for a second appearance, blew them away again. And that time he sat down with Dave to have a chat with him. And then, of course, he became a talk show regular going forward. And of course, he had two acts: the act on national television and the act in the nightclubs. And it got crazy and crazy and crazy. But there were about 5 really great years that came up. And I don't know, were they in the 80s? Was it like 86 to 91 or 87 to 93? I don't remember. It's hilarious. A son of a preacher man. That's right. A son of a preacher man. Unbelievable talent and this a departure in comedy. Oh my God, just blew the doors off of comedy for a while. I believe he was also discovered by or brought to the fore by Rodney Dangerfield. I think Rodney helped a lot get him exposed. He put him on his HBO specials and so on. And then, of course, when Rodney was in that movie called Back to School, where Rodney had to go back to college, Sam Kinison played a history professor. One of the greatest clips of all time. Absolutely fantastic. Wild Thing video was unbelievable. That's right. That's right. Oh, it was nuts. It was just nuts. And Kinison would be the first to tell you, I'm out of control. Oh yeah, I'm addicted to drugs. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. I'm totally out of it. He did not hide this. He should try to hire publicity people to make him look pretty and all that. Oh no. He was upfront. I'm a wild man, and yeah, there's very little help for me, no doubt about it. Zed Estate, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Appreciate this. Good morning. 20th month of being a member of this channel. Gold bagel level, no less. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate this. All of you who are members of this channel, you tolerate my ranting and raving and going off topic. I can't thank you enough, but I try. I thank you so much for all of your support. Jen and I would not be going to Europe. We would not be going to Australia. We would not be going to Palm Desert unless we had members. And there's one simple reason that there are members here. Pretty simple. They kind of make money. Zed Estate, 111 thumbs ups. JR, pal, thanks, man. Wow, a whole year. It's been great. You've been a member a whole year already. I was saying to Jen the other day, I looked at my stats of this channel back in 2000 when I started it, and it did nothing. Even into early January of 2021, this channel would make 12 cents a day in revenue from YouTube because nobody watched my videos. Then I brought out more of the GameStop videos as it was moving up in price, and I'd make a video on Monday. I'd make another one on a Wednesday. I got to make another one on Friday because the stock was jumping to $15, $18, $24, $40. Then I went live and started going live on this channel just to kind of, fill you in on what was happening. It just went nuts. This channel, I remember I did a live show one day where I was on for a couple of hours, and I had about 300-400 people watching. And 2 weeks later, I had 250,000 people watching live simultaneously, me talking. That's out of control. That is insanity. I mean, that's 249,000 morons watching me. 1,000 of you guys, yeah, but the others were like, "What's going on? Oh, tell me, Bruce, what to buy. I'm looking for the hot deal of all time." It was insane. Marcus, number 113. Thank you, dude. I've been a member for 11 months, man. Catching up to you, JR. And Karen, thank you, Karen. But lurking from the beginning. I've been a member for 12 months. I've been lurking from day one with you. Thank you all. Zed Estate, Gold Bagel member. JR, Gold Bagel member. Dude, Gold Bagel. Karen, Gold Bagel follower. Any of you as members can pop up these announcements anytime you want. They're free to post up. All you got to do is hit the, what do? You hit the $sign and then you can do it. JR, thanks, pal. All of you so much. Zed, JR, dude, Karen, and all of you out there. Without you guys, I just wouldn't be here. Simple as that. I would be retired, and I would be probably just doing my own trading with my own funds, just trying to get by on that, and pension coming in and whatever. I'd be just shutting it down. But you guys just, man, you make me get up at 4:30 every morning around here, and I love it. I just love being part of this family. Chase Rosita Parker, I've been a member for 24 months. Chilling with Uncle Bruce, I love you too. And White Feather Gold Bagel member for 2 months now. Right on, pal. It's great to have you here too. All of you guys, and I love these. These mean so much to me. It just shows I don't pay people to do this. They just do this on their own. And if you're out there just watching, consider becoming a member and joining this crowd. If you become a member of this channel, these folks are going to want you to become part of the Discord channel, and you'll be hanging out with those guys, talking option trades and the markets and what I said today and what I meant by what I said, or he was way off when he said that, whatever. Thank you for being part of the channel live and through the Discord channel. I don't have anything to do with the Discord channel. I don't touch it. I'm never there. I never read the comments. I don't even know how to go there. I honestly, I couldn't figure that out if I tried, because I have no idea what happens off the air here. I have no idea. I'm too tired. I've got too much to worry about. So thank you, all of you. And if you become a member, like I said, you'll be able to send me an email saying, hey, I'd like to become part of the Discord. I then send you on to one of our members who then will help guide you in there. But I can tell you the entry into the Discord channel is not automatic. You cannot be a troll and try to get in there. You will be kicked out in a heartbeat. There are standards that must be met. But it's pretty cool. Thank you all. Larry, thanks, man. 29 months, the ring beller here. Man, you're awesome, pal. Thanks so much for that. Again, I'm so looking forward to the meet and greet coming up this October 21st. Bagel Babe, whoop! Thank you. 13 months, whoop whoop! Thank you, Bagel Babe, so much. Like I said, all of you guys if you can pop up these green bars, let us know how long you've been part of the channel, just to show the rest of the world out there, hey, we're out here and we're watching. Alex, oh man, 26 months. I'm so busy with my portfolio these days because it's growing consistently and at pace. Thank you, Uncle B. Right on, Alex. Cindy B, member for 19 months. Cindy, thank you so much as well. You guys are, I guess, I run out of words. I just do. I just run out of words. And like I said last week, we lost a member of this channel. The big guy up there decided that one of our members was far more needed there than here. And I occasionally, it's just numbers. There are so many people that follow me, and it only makes sense that, time brings new life in and takes life away. And we lost a member who I'm not going there as to who and anything like that. It's a privacy thing, but it really affected me. It really hit me hard. I had a tough time. I really did. I had a tough time. Anyway, thank you so much for being part of this old man's channel. It is really cool. Thank you. Ring Beller says White Feather. Larry, he knows what he knows. IR Aaron, how you doing, man? Member for 25 months. When I see Aaron's name, I think about a video that's also on, I think it's on Instagram, might be on YouTube. I can't remember the name. Is it Damon Williams? I can't remember for sure the name of this comedian. But there's a scene in a classroom, and it's a substitute teacher, and he's taking attendance, and he reads a name, and the kids in the class are going, what? And one guy says Iron or something like that, and the one guy goes, oh, are you looking for? Oh yeah, Aaron. Is Aaron in the class? And the guy goes, you mean Aaron? And he freaks out. Look, man, are you going to play all these games? You're in for a world of hurt. And then DeQuitha and all these other names that these girls are going, do you mean Gwendolyn? What do you mean, Gwendolyn? Don't play games with your names. And It's a great video. I can't remember exactly what he's going. A run exactly. It's a great skit. Nazareth, thank you so much. 29 months, a member of this channel, still here and kicking for now. Yes, baby. Thank you. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you. Aaron Goldbagel member. TJ is in the house. Oh, you guys are awesome. TJ's here. I've been a member for 27 months. Absolutely. The substitute teacher, Key and Peel. Enter Key and Peel. You'll find the video and you'll see what we're talking about. I saw that one for the first time a while ago. I couldn't breathe. I was out of breath. I was laughing so hard. This guy's freaking out. Thank you, TJ, for being part of the gang. Nazareth, thank you. Aaron, thank you. Cindy, Alex, Bagel Babe, Larry Titus, White Feather, Chase Rosita, Karen, Dude, JR, Zeta State. Thanks for starting it all off. You guys are just over the top. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Keegan Michael Key, I love him. Flint Creek, I love this group so much. Support and friendships blossoming. Hard to believe my mom has been gone a month already. Time marches on. Yeah, my mother passed 2 years ago. Yeah, right at the heart of COVID as well. And she was 86, so my mother was fading already. And one doctor you talk to will say cause of death, old age. Another one will say could have been COVID, probably old age. Thankfully she was comfortable, being well cared for, pain-free. Basically my mom just fell asleep and just, she was gone. And we could not have scripted it any other way. I mean, it's just the way it was. But the timing, of course, COVID, you wonder, don't you? Untamed Viking, how you doing there? Member for 23 months. Thank you. Gold Bagel level member. Same with TJ. Thank you, guys. Those of you who upgrade to gold level, I can't thank you enough. I just can't. It's absolutely, it means so much to us. Thank you so much. Cindy B, Keegan Michael Key, I love that guy. Thank you all, and thank you for being part of this fantastic family. It's just the best on YouTube. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no other channels like this one. We are a one-off. I'm certain this channel is an absolute one-off from all the others out there. We don't have 1 million members. We never will. This channel will never become a virtual, blowout kind of channel. I just don't see it. It's a specialized group of followers who are into the options market where we write options. We are casinos. You guys are all casinos, and you are taking the money from the gamblers, and they're willingly giving it to you in gobs, unbelievable gobs. Those of you getting larger and larger and writing more and more contracts, you cannot believe how much money they hand you. You can't believe it. You thought writing 15 contracts, they'd never take them off yet. They did. And then you offered 50 contracts, they took them. Some of you are writing 150 contracts, they're taking them. Some of you are writing 200 at a time, they take them. And then there's manager who is into 3,300 at one time, 3,300 contracts, they took them. Unbelievable. The money on the floor is nuts. And we are nothing burgers when it comes to the size of this market. We are nothing burgers. And yet, for those of you here, you can make yourself a really nice living, really comfortable, very quickly. You just got to want it. And there are 16 lessons for you available to figure this out. Head to my website and check it out for yourself. But you got to want it, man. I can't give you the desire. You have to have that. I can only help you down the road with the desire you have to take control of your financial life. And I thank you. Matthew, I just did a trade. Spider, I just sold 451. Sold 451, bought 560 calls, sold 427, bought 17 puts. Spread $1.19, expires August 30th. Plan to close these Wednesday. Hopefully commissions don't eat me alive. There you go. Luca, man, a member for 1 month. Actually, 2 months. Right on, Luca. That was great. Luca was in town a few weeks ago. Got to see him. It was fantastic. Luca, it's just great. One of the benefits of this channel. John Gill, been a member for 26 months. John Gill, gold bagel level member, like Luca, like Untamed Viking. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you following me. Just great, man. It's great having you here. Bagel Babe, I tried turning into a different channel this morning based on a friend's recommendation. Insufferable. I'll never leave you again. On weekends when I'm here, I'll watch some of the other channels. I mean, I'll go out there and go, well, what are the, what are other people talking about? What are they saying? How are they presenting what they present and doing? And there are some really nice, well professionally run, slick looking channels out there. Oh, for sure. But when you're reacting to the market live as it's happening and the world as it's evolving, you can't. You have to decide: are you going to be a slick presenter, or are you just going to talk the talk and just say to these folks, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what I think is happening. Here's why I think this is happening. This is what this means. Now you interpret it from here. I'm giving you my viewpoint from where I'm at age 67, going on 68. This is my 40 plus years of experience. You take it as far as you want to go with it. Throw it in the garbage right now or keep it in mind. Whatever you want. It's all good. It's all good. And everyone else out there. But you guys know, those of you who've been here now for 26 months, 27 months, almost 30 months, 2.5 years, all of you know exactly this one fact. And that is that when I went on the air in January 2021, every day the market was open, to today, that amount of time, you guys have witnessed the disappearance of a lot of channels. Because when I started talking, a lot of other people thought they could talk about the market too. And they're gone. They're gone. There are a zillion channels that aren't here anymore. Now, there are new channels, of course. Always will be. I mean, it's YouTube. It's an open platform. And, as long as you adhere to certain standards of taste and what have you, you can be here. Fair enough. But at the end of the day, you better have content that the people want to get from you. You better be delivering something of some kind of worth, of intelligence, something. Otherwise, you're gone. And I freely admit, we had for a moment, like a couple of days, we had 106,000 members on this channel. We had 106,000 subscribers, not members, subscribers of this channel, 106,000. And we're now at what, 70 something? I can't remember the number. We're at 70 something thousand now, 79,760. That's where we're at, just under 80,000. Do I look at that and go, oh, that's too bad, Bruce? Your channel's it's being destroyed. I go, no. This is normal for a channel that just blew out. I mean, I had 2,400 subscribers in December of 2020, and by March I had 106,000. What? Where did that come from? Well, a lot of people who are stuck at home and who are looking for the get-rich-quick trade, they came and they went, and they did that with all these other channels. All these channels came and went, and here we are. We're still plugging along. There's 162 of you watching right now. 162. I used to talk to 250,000 people. Well, I didn't talk to 250. I was just here yapping, and the comments were just going. And we had the trolls show up and all that crap, and we got rid of them with the memberships. Here we are. We've almost gotten rid of the trolls. There's always trolls. You'll never get rid of them all. But a far more pleasant place to be than it was in March. March 14th, 13th, 12th was nasty. March 16th and beyond was nice, because that was the date, March 16th, 2021. I offered memberships on this channel to find a way to stop the attacks, and it worked. Thank God it worked, because I was at wit's end. I had to shut off the comment section down below, and I still don't have it on, because there is no way I'm opening any kind of a door to the outsiders who only want to promote their favorite stocks. They want to be shills on this channel and then accuse me of being a shill. That's over. No way. And so here we are. And members hanging out with members, a far more pleasant experience. And I thank you all for being here as this wonderful group of people. I love you guys. There you go. 26,000 people hate making money. There you go. Dude, okay, Uncle Bruce, I put on a 25-day iron condor on Spider. September 15 expiry, 464.54 on the top end and 422.12 on the bottom end. I already got 198 credit on this. How did I do? Well, this is an interesting start, 412 to 464 range, pretty wide. What will happen now, I hope, across my fingers, by the end of this week, with the market doing whatever it's going to do, right? Whether it wants to drift higher, drift lower, or just kind of hang around here, the end game is these contracts are going to shrink. That 198 credit, the strategy is you want to close this trade if there's only like if the credit spread is like $30 to close this thing out, 35, you're going to take it and go, thank you, sir. May I have another? But if in the next 3-4 days, shrinkage is occurring, which is what we want, the first move you're going to make that you're looking for, you're waiting, you're going to pull the pin, is when you can tighten the spread between your calls and your puts to take the $10 spread off the table. So that instead of being 450, 464, it might be 454, 460, 459 or something like that. And then on the put side, 422, 412, you're going to tighten that. You'll be down first to the $5 level and eventually maybe the $3 level. Because again, these contracts, the further out they are, the quicker they're going to go to zero very quickly. And that'll allow you to step those secondary, those long positions, you're going to shift them closer into your written position, step one. And you're going to maintain your spread, your credit spread, but tighten the exposure. And there's where that 198 credit really gets powerful. Because if you tighten your exposure to a $400 gross risk with a 198 credit against it, your total risk is now 202. Down it comes. Obviously, if this market is somewhere in the middle of this range, all four of those contracts are going down to like 4 cents, 6 cents, 8 cents, 10 cents, and the spread between them is going to be pennies. You're going to shut her down and say, thanks, that was great. Let's do one now for September 22. Let's do another one. Exactly. Jen.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again, Jen.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Let's go. Charlie is saying, my ex-wife said I was a troll. Has she been talking to you, Uncle Bruce?
Well, ex-husbands, you know how.
Yeah, you know how they are. Oh man, a bunch of folks have been popping up green bars, letting everyone know how long they've been members.
Oh, is it that time of the month?
Well, we get waves, right? So it started with Zed Estate, 20 months, JR, 12 months. Can't believe it's been a year already.
Right.
Dude, 11 months. Karen D, 12 months. Chase Rosita Parker, 24 months. White Feather, 2 months and counting. Larry Titus, 29 months. The bell ringer.
See, I can't believe it's been 29.
Unbelievable. Bagel Babe, 13 months. Alex, 26 months. I'm so busy with my portfolio these days because it's growing consistently and at pace. Thank you, Uncle B. Cindy B, 19 months. Aaron, 25 months. Nazareth, 29 months. TJ for 27 months. Untamed Viking, 23 months. Luca, 1 month, 2 months.
Yay, Luca.
Luca. John Gill, 26 months and counting. Now we got some more coming in here. We got Larry Titus saying good morning, Auntie Jen. JR saying good morning, Uncle Jen.
Larry.
Dude, good morning, Auntie Jen. 11 months, Gold Bagel, 10 months. Nico, member for 12 months. 1 year later, doing good here. Hector Salamanca, member for 24 months. Thank you, you guys. And it's Gold Bagel members. It's Chilling with Uncle Bruce members. They're all running the gamut. And we thank you. We thank you. Without you guys, we would not be going to Europe. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We wouldn't be going anywhere. But then again, I met some folks on Saturday night, which was kind of cool. Jen and I went to an event Saturday evening. That's a bit of a charity event, kind of a backyard sing along kind of thing that's really taken on a life of its own. And met a few folks there, and met one fellow that used to work for me when he was a young man, when I was a young man. And he is just blown away by this community that I have. He's just, it's unbelievable, man. Is what you're doing with this group you have is unbelievable. And he said,
Is there an unbelievable group?
well, it's an unbelievable group. And he said, you're 67 going to 68 and you're a YouTuber. That alone, right there, because he's
Outlier.
and he's looking at me going, I'm 49 now. And I'm going, 49? You worked for me when you were 19 years old. You were just a kid when you worked for me. Now he's 49 and he's going, and I'm getting on. He says, but man, what you're doing at the age you're at, it is impressive. And so
Well, at your advanced age.
at my advanced age, Jen's older than I am. JJ, member for 28 months. Owens Corning dropping anytime. There you go. Giddy up.
Excellent.
Thank you, JJ, for being here. Again, all of you who are popping up these green bars, these notification bars, it's
Awesome.
beautiful. I love seeing this. Thank you. Gold Bagel member, JJ, Gold Bagel members. Thank you, man. This is great stuff. I was mentioning to the channel about how we lost one.
Yes, we did.
Sometimes somebody upstairs gets greedy and wants somebody way too soon. They took one away from us, and we know she's with us. She's here. She's here. She's up here. But every once in a while that happens too, and it just hits me hard. It really does. But we continue forward, and we move on, and we try to bring in new members and new followers. This is why I so appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up button. It just means the world to us. It's telling YouTube to tell others to join this party. Come on in here. 131 of you have done it. Thank you for the 131 thumbs ups already. It really is a powerful thing. You have no idea. It's huge. Every YouTuber begs for thumbs ups. You should know that by now if you're a regular. Every one of them, they beg for thumbs ups. Analytics, man. It's the analytics.
It's the sausage making of YouTube.
And every comment that you guys make is also noted. Not what you're saying. The volume of comments is tracked. YouTube tracks live channels, recorded channel. How many thumbs ups do these guys get?
And
how many comments do these get? What's the interaction level like with this YouTuber? That tells them a lot more than anything else. It really reveals to them just this intensity of the following. And this is why I'm constantly begging you guys, hit the thumbs up for us. It's like a comment. Just hit the button and nail it. Really incredible. Ciao, AJ from Luca. He's in Greece right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Beach Boy was saying, you're in Greece. You're right next door. Come on, pop in here. I'm in Tel Aviv here. Come on down. Say hi. He said, next year. It's on the plan. It's on there. Nice. There's a plan next year. Yeah. There you go.
I know. Look, he's a busy guy.
He's a traveler. A DQ. Uncle Bruce, play Yoko. You'll get tons of comments.
That's right. Oh, the comments.
Oh, yeah. I think what it's time for. It might be time for a little knee emoji display here, just to kind of remind everyone that you must honor the Knights of Knee. Do not ignore the Knights of Knee. Matthew, member for 9 months. It is longer than 9 months. I had a renewal issue. I've been a member for 14 months.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you all.
It messes up.
And here come the knee emoji. Oh, here they come. Here they come. We got DQ. Neat. D.H. Ruda. Neat. Untamed Viking. JR. JR again. Larry Titus. Neat. Hector's here. Neat. Alex. Neat. Alex is by a pool.
Oh, is
in Tenerife.
Is he okay?
He says writing options by the pool is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Kind of nice sitting here with the little old phone.
There you go.
Writing some iron condors and creating some new option positions and watching the money roll in from all the gamblers out there. Unbelievable. DQ, neat, Nico, neat, Karen, neat, Dean, neat.
After watching the news, I just want everybody to be safe.
Yes. Man, watching the flooding in California, Arizona, and Nevada.
And we've got
fires in British Columbia.
We've got
fires
droughts in Alberta like we've never seen.
We got crap happening in Western Canada. It's unbelievable.
Our creek beds are dry.
Oh, it's unreal. We're
having to lower the
I can tell you
herd count because they can't feed them.
That's right. Cow herds are down and everything else. I know that Canadians in the West are watching the satellite imagery of those hurricanes and just bring it up
just
here.
A little bit.
Come on up north. God, let that thing stay in the Atlantic Pacific a little longer and then come into British Columbia.
LA had a not huge, but a significant earthquake yesterday as well.
Southern California, 5.1.
Yeah.
With aftershocks of 3.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
No casualties reported, but
yeah.
A little shaker.
Right. Yeah.
A little shaker.
When I asked what else could happen, it wasn't a challenge.
Matthew, neat. Flint Creek, neat. Deep value investing, neat. Here come the knee emojis. Every one of these knee emoji attacks is an interaction.
That's right.
YouTube considers this interactions between the creator and the viewers. And this is why it's important to honor the Knights of Knee. The Knights of Knee are well aware of the analytics of this channel. You think that they're just a bunch of guys in the forest somewhere. You think, again, they are everywhere and they are among us. The Knights of Knee control it all.
I'm out of here. You guys have a great Monday.
Jen, why are you out of here? You got something coming up for you?
Yeah, I haven't had coffee yet.
Is there something else coming up for you that you're working on?
No.
Something happening in your world in the next
do the laundry, clean the house, stuff like that.
Why would it be such an urgency to get all this done today of all days? Yeah. It's just a Monday.
It's just a Monday.
There's nothing happening tomorrow, is there? Nothing going on here. There's nothing to see here, she says. There you go. Oh, it's fun. Guys, thank you. DQ cowbell time. Oh, dude. Neat. Thank you, everybody. Keep coming in there. We're down 88 on the Dow. So is this the end of the world? No. Is this a little pullback? Maybe. Will we have a run in the next hour where we just, I don't know. Look at the S&P. It won't give up gains. We're up 11.5. NASDAQ's up 106. NASDAQ's up 0.8 of a percentage point. S&P is up a quarter point, and the Dow's down 0.29. So it's a split decision, but growth stocks, IT, the high-tech sector is coming on because it's way oversold, way overcooked on the downside. The Dow will eventually come around. Luca, neat. DQ, a freaking mRNA, wrote 110s last week. Steady climb today. I'm shaking my head, man. I'm shaking my head on this Moderna. Well, we got Spiders up 103. Qs are up 315 here to 361. GameStop up 22 cents, 18.58. We've hit a high here today on GameStop of 18.82 so far today. SoFi is up a penny. Apple up 9. Netflix down just 74 cents. AI is up 50 cents. NVIDIA 1964 gain to 452. Tesla 1271 gain. That's where your NASDAQ strength is coming from. Tesla and NVIDIA. Rocket Lab up 5. We've got Unity down a dime. Google up 71. Moderna up 6.79 to 108.42. Cisco up 48 cents. We've got Pfizer up 48 cents. IBM up 22. HPQ up 11. Microsoft holding 319.34 up 286. Amazon up 99. Spire is just hanging in there flat. Home Depot down $1.79. Vanek Vectors up 227. Adobe up 744. Goldman, the bank, down 268. Boeing is off 44 cents. Meta up 372. Target up down 108 on Target, up 27 on JP Morgan. Costco down 309. Walmart up 51. Disney down 24. American Airlines down 3. DraftKings up 43 cents. That's what's going on some of our faves. The Dow's off 90 points. It's a nothing burger here. We're up 9.7 on S&P, 99 NASDAQ. Oil up 12 cents. There's nothing happening on oil. It's not going anywhere. There's too much of it. That is the story, I believe. As I see it, it's where we're at right now. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark of this show, and I cannot thank you enough for your bars, letting us know how long you've been here, letting the rest of the world aware. Hey, man, I've been a member for quite some time. I'm a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. I'm a Gold Bagel member. Matthew, thank you for your declaration there. JJ, thank you guys. Everyone else, fabulous. Just great to see 137 thumbs ups and counting, going for the 140, 150 level. Keep them coming in. If you're watching on the rerun, hit the thumbs up. It doesn't matter when you hit it. It doesn't matter. It is important to this channel. Any video you watch of this channel, any live show, any private show, hit the thumbs up button, and you're adding further analytical momentum to this channel's existence with YouTube. It means the world to us. Thank you very much. DQ, I've been a member for 29 months and counting. Gold bagel level out of Pittsburgh, baby. Steelers won again in the preseason, didn't they? Jen is aware of that. Fantastic. Go Steelers, go. Thank you all so much. 129 down points on the Dow, about a third of a point. We're up 80 on NASDAQ. Oil up only 7 cents a barrel. Oil's going negative. It will likely go lower. Most likely, that's what we're going to see here. Never a dull moment in these markets. No question about it. I love the idea of these iron condors that you're creating that are way out in time on the indexes, where you're taking advantage of these huge credit opportunities. I think this is something to really consider. Give yourself a wide right. If you can go at 60 points, that is 600 S&P 500 points of range. I like it. I like it. I think you'll find that in a few days, within a week or so, you're going to find that those contracts you created are so far gone. They're going to crap out to zeros quickly, very quickly. They're going to crap down. And you're going to find that these spreads are just working in your favor. Even if the markets drift higher or lower, they're so far out that time will eat them alive, which is the point. This is the point of iron condors, to be involved in calls and puts that crap away quickly and to zero. You may find that the puts go first or the calls go first. The second thing you'll find is that in the worst case scenario, all you have to worry about is you'll buy back the long puts and the long calls and create closer in puts and calls for way less money. You will tighten the risk spread, tighten it, and you'll be very comfortable with the whole thing. You might find that you'll shift them. You can do that. Let's just see what happens. Again, you start with a wide Mack truck of distance between the calls and the puts. And as time goes by, you may find that, okay, I'm going to buy back the call that I wrote for $1.55. I'm going to buy that call back for 30 cents, and I'm going to write a little closer in for 75 cents. I'm going to bring in 35 cents in cash. I'm on those puts. I wrote the put for 128. I'm going to buy that back for 35 cents. I'm going to write one now for 65 cents, and I'm going to bring another 30 cents in. You're going to increase the credit spread. You're going to increase your balance as the time shrinks. Very conservative strategy, very tentative strategy. You are not poking the bear. You're slowly approaching the cave and bringing in more cash. And then you get to the point where they shrink out so you just shut the whole thing off. And you are now into your next 2-week, 3-week scenario. And you got 3 or 4 of them on the go. You got 1.5 week, 2.5 week, 3.5 week, 4.5 weeks structured ICs out there all over the place on Qs, on SPYs, and perhaps on stocks. As you are managing your iron condors from a distance and allowing the shrinkage to just decimate these way out of the money positions, this is the name of the game. Well done, everybody. Aluka, nice stink offer hit on AI. Cash secured put 30 for January 25, 11:30. Good start of the week. Nice going. This is great stuff. You got to love that trade. That is a beautiful trade. Nice fat credit on a $3,000 contract to bring in $1,130 upfront. Hello. Yeah, I like these cash secured puts. This is okay stuff too. Well done, everybody. All of you out there doing big premium cash secured puts. This is smart trading, really. January contract. We're talking there late August here. We're down to September, October, November, December. 4 months. Here comes January. They're done for. So humongous premiums being handed to you on a silver platter. You can't not take it. You just can't not take that money. You gotta say thank you. Luca's going, hey, I'm happy to buy this stock for $18.70. I'll buy AI for $18.70. Sure, yeah, I'll give it to me. Yeah, guess what he's going to do? He's going to write a $25 call on it for 4 months, and you'll haul in $7-8 on that. Now his cost is $11 a share. I don't see the problem here. I don't see a problem. Matthew, have a good day, folks. We are option snipers. Exactly, everybody. We've hit the 2-hour mark of our show today. Thanks again for being part of this family. 139 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you all for the thumbs ups today. Thank you for these notifications, how long you've been a member. It is so beautiful to see these. I love this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to DQ. Thank you to our friends here. Matthew, Val, thanks, man. JJ, thank you. Hector, Nico, thanks for doing this. John Gill, Luca, Untamed Viking, TJ, thank you so much for being members of this channel. Nazareth, Aaron, Aaron, Cindy, Alex, of course, Bagel Babe, Larry Titus, White Feather, Chase, Rosita Parker, Karen, dude, JR, thanks, man. Zeta State, you started it all off. See what you started here? Thank you so very much, everybody, for being part of the gang. It's great to have you. May the shrinkage continue for us all. That's right, dude. You know it. Absolutely correct. Keep up the good work, everybody. I'll see you here tomorrow morning. First thing, last show from Calgary before we hit the road. Thank you for making it all possible for us. It is so appreciated. Have a great session, everybody. Have a great day. We'll keep an eye on these markets, and we'll see where it leads us, and just keep getting richer. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.